Hey, what's going on? Oh, all right.
We have Dave Barnes here. He top 8'd last week at the iPad tournament with Sea Lancer. He beat Steven Silverman round 4, right?
Steven Silverman round 4.
And lost in top 8.
Lost top 8.
Alright, so any comments before the deck list?
Well, this is, I made a couple different changes, some erratics. Really what I'm working on right now is just my Inzektor matchup, main board. I think I figured out some pretty good answers. So here's my build. Alright, so pretty much the heart and soul of the deck is Swap Frog.
Flip upside down.
What? Oh, okay. Alright. So these are my crappy drawings on Swap Frogs. Don't laugh at me. But pretty much this is the heart and soul of the deck. This guy enables you to get stuff moving. He sends all these guys to the grave. And just pretty much gets your deck running.
So what's a standard turn 1 play?
Standard turn 1 play, what I love to do is open up with Light and Darkness along with a Swap Frog and another frog. You just kind of special summon, send the frog that's in your graveyard, send Rodent Totem from the deck to the grave, remove, special summon, Light and Darkness first turn. One thing about this deck is you kind of deplete your hand for the first 2 turns, then you slowly build it back up. And once you start building back up, you get your Sea Lancers and the other stuff in the field. It's pretty much GG's from there. You just control the tempo of the game.
Yeah.
All right. Also, this guy is very important because what happens is with so many Effect Veilers and Phoenix Chains going around, a lot of people, I've looked at other decks on YouTube, but they exceed with their Swap Frog as soon as possible. And, I don't play mine like that. I kind of like to leave Swap Frog in my hand in case my my Sea Lancer gets Effect Veiler, the Phoenix Chain. You just bounce back and then you exceed with the Swap Frog. All right, so that's pretty much Swap Frog, and then you got the other heart and soul of the deck, Rodent Totem. This guy gives you tons of tribute fodder. He removes your frogs for the Sea Lancer as well as making gotchis and Black Mist by exceeding 3. All right, so we got 3 Rodent Totems, 3 Swap Frog. I run 3 dupe in mine. The reason being is because you want to get this guy as soon as possible. Nothing else matters until you get this guy. So I pretty much max out on everything you'll see as I go on. That I run 3 Mother Grizzly as well. I want to get this guy as soon as possible. All right, so I run 3 Dupe Frog. Also, the Dupe Frog block isn't bad when you're up against Dino Rabbit. I run 1 Treeborn. I actually just put this guy in because I'm actually running 3 of another card that you'll see you'll probably hate me for, but I'm telling you it works. I run 2 Poison Draw Frog. I want to run a 3rd so bad, but the deck numbers are very high, and my deck count isn't high, but I run 3 of just about everything. So 2 Poison Draw Frog gets you there. And then I run 3 Mother Grizzly. This guy searches out Sea Lancer, searches out the Swap Frog. A lot of people tell me I should, run less because of Inzektor. But, I mean, you can set it. If it gets pop, it gets pop. And then once you see what you're playing, game 2, you just kind of wait until you can crash into something. Or, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, other than Inzektor, this guy goes in. And even against Inzektor, you just have to play to it. He still works. All right, then you run 3 Sea Lancer, the other heart and soul of the deck. This guy effect pretty much once while he's on the field, you can equip all remove aqua monsters, fish and sea serpent, but all that matters here is aqua to him. So Poison Draw Frog and Dupe Frog get their effects when you use them to save his life. Pretty much when he's destroyed, you can detach one of the equipments to leave him on the field. So he's definitely pretty good. He gets there. My other tributes is 3 Obelisks. I know that's a high number, but you want this guy in your hand like turn 3, because turn 3 you have enough tribute fodder to get him on the field. A lot of times when you get him on the field, it's pretty much GG's. Not to mention this deck doesn't control the field, well, their monsters, as well as you want it to. So what this guy does is you go bean or whatever. Well, your opponent goes crazy, and you drop this guy. And then you just bring back your Rodent Totems to get ready to pop their field. And worst case scenarios, they use Torrential Tribute. Okay, you just Torrential my Obelisk and my 2 Rodent Totems, but you also blew up your field. So pretty much now we're back at square one, and my deck does very good against when we're at square one. So I run 3 Obelisks. It's just a personal choice of mine. never really dead in your hand. You drop him, like I said, 9 times out of 10 you win. If he does get Torrential, Mirror Force, Dark Hole, you definitely want another one to back it up. And my other tributes is 3 Light and Darkness. Amazing card. I've won too many games just by dropping this guy. He also makes the deck like perfect circle. So if your opponent has like 3 back rows set, you use Swap Frog, send this guy to the graveyard. Then you just summon your Light and Darkness. Now they go Warning. They pay 2,000 light points. You just punish them because you get this guy with this guy effect, and you just go dumb from there. So he really makes this deck perfect circle. Also, he allows you to control the tempo of the game. Since you don't control the field as much, you want to control the tempo of the game as much as possible. I run 1 Sagan, just a little single tech, because it gets Swap Frog. Again, that's pretty much what I use it for, to get Swap Frog and get Sea Lancer. 2 Effect Veiler, just for effects that you don't like, and 1 Gorz. So that's pretty much the monsters.
How many monsters is that?
This is Nick Ma. I have no clue. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 monsters.
All right. We're at 6 minutes.
Okay. All right. So my magics are pretty much self-explanatory. You got the 3 Econ. This allows you to tribute your Rodent Totem, tribute your Treeborn Frog, and pretty much you tribute over, and you get your tributes on the field. Also, just protect you. It does so much for the deck. And then you have 3 Salvage. Again, if this guy gets Warning, you definitely want to salvage it back to your hand. It gets Sea Lancer, and in the side deck I run Snowman Eater, so just a little more playability right there off the Snowman Eater. Then I run 3 Soul Exchange. Like I said, this deck does horrible regulating the field. So to help with that, you run the Soul Exchanges, and you have the Obelisk. As long as you run it like that, you shouldn't have a problem controlling the field at all. So I run 3 Soul Exchange. It's really good. Since you have so much Tribute Fodder, you use this as your troubleshooting card. So you pretty much just leave it in your hand. Your opponent brings out Zemains, or something else is really annoying. You just Soul Exchange it. All right, I run 2 MST because Obelisk you really can't stop with traps. Light and Darkness baits out the traps and punishes your opponent for using them. Sea Lancer, if it gets Warning, you salvage it back, and you just Light and Darkness it back. And you use Swap Frog to bounce it if they get Effect Veiler or Phoenix Chain. So 2 MST is good enough. A lot of people want me to run 3, but screw that. And 1 Monster Born, 1 Heavy Storm, and 1 Dark Hole.
All right. So is this triple Gotchi, triple Darkness?
Oh, my extra deck.
You gotta breeze through real quick.
Yeah, breeze through this real quick.
And give some thought on the deck too, just real quick.
Alright, so I run 3 Gotchi. Pretty much the Heart and Soul, the standard right there. You make this guy like crazy. I don't run Pot of Avarice just because it's so dead. You don't ever really want to return anything to the deck. So it's no need to really run it. I run 2 of these guys. He gets there so much. Just the fact that you can kind of go a little aggro off of nothing, just bringing Rodent Totems and a Swap Frog or something like that. He allows you to go aggro. 1 Utopia Ray, 1 Utopia. You run Econ, so you can steal somebody's Utopia easily. I've done it too many times. 1 Armory Arm, one Ally, 1 Black Rose, Boronic, Stardust, Scrap Dragon. And I was running these 2. One of these guys are going to come out, probably this guy, for my Gaia Knight Synchro. And I actually lost because I wasn't running it in iPad against Fraser Smith. I actually had to make Boronic and like Suicide against Doka. And this guy, Summon Effect Veiler, is just another play. And it beats over Dino, so you definitely want to get that guy in here. So I'm probably going to take him out and just leave this. The only reason why I run him is because I sideboard Snowman Eaters. So just for the Econ play, take their level 3 and exceed into your rank 3. You shouldn't need any other rank 3 other than Zemains just to kind of chill on. And he can troubleshoot the field as well. So.
All right. So we got 10 seconds left. Any last thing?
I love the deck. It's a tempo control deck. It does really well. And yeah.
All right. Thank you.